How's it going, everyone? Big Blast 99 here, and today we are doing yet another tier list. I know I did one last week, but last week I was sick and need something easy, and this week I was extremely busy and also need something easy. Uh, this is going to be a little short one, as today we're just going over the rivals from the main games. Alright, so I have them organized here in roughly the correct order. I think actually it is just the correct order, but anyways, we're just going to go off in order. First up is Blue. Now, Blue is the first rival, and he's kind of an asshole, and people really like him for being an asshole, but it's weird. It's like he doesn't have extreme substance to his character. His whole thing is just like, he's you, but better. But like, he's not like a complete pushover. It's rough. I don't know. I think he's an A. I don't think he's S, but he's definitely like a strong A. He's like the blueprint of rivals, and so, I don't know, I think he does a lot of things right, even though he doesn't do a whole lot of stuff. And his character is interesting enough, being the grandson of the professor and how it just all connects to your character in a way, I guess. But, yeah, no. Not good enough to be S, but definitely not lower than A. Silver. People love Silver. Silver's really not that great. He's kind of a nothing burger. He's like, ooh, edgy criminal. He stole the things. And then it's like, oh, look, actually, he's just trying to get, attention from his father. But that was just kind of like, it took a while for them to be like, yeah, no, that's for realsies. So, I don't know. He's just kind of, it's hard when it's like the first ones. I don't know. I might put him in B, but he might drop down to C, seeing how we are. His character, he's just not a lot. He's like kind of trying to keep on the vibe of Blue, but being like more like bad boy kind of thing, and like he's got more mystery going on, but it kind of falls flat mostly to me. All right, Brendan and May, they are the same fucking character realistically. Let's see. Okay. Also, I'm not really going on design. I'm going like character wise this year. I'm just going to place May. They're practically the same fucking character, so I'll just do May as that's like, I guess what people more view as like the rival, I guess, because she was the one in the anime. So May, I don't know. I like her more than Silver. Well, let's put Silver down here. I don't think she's as good as Blue. Like, it's like your first like friendly rival, right? They're not like assholes. They're just helping you along your journey, but like, in the originals, they don't have a fully evolved starter, I don't think. I don't think that happened until the fucking remake, so they could use their megas. And it's just like, their final battle is like, you don't even have to do. And they're just like nothing. They're such a nothing burger for a while, because like there's also Wally. And Wally is just kind of, you fight him with Ralts like 2 or 3 times, and then he has a full team at the end. And he shows up. He's like in 3-4 scenes maybe. And it's like they underbaked Brendan/May. They give some focus to Wally, but they didn't really put any cook time into Wally. I don't know. I like his story. It's like, oh yeah, you gave him the mental strength so he could get through what he needed to get through, kind of vibe. But it's like, fucking who cares? He doesn't really do anything. It's like these two combined is like a single rival. And they could do more. That's the biggest thing. It's just like they separated what could be like a pretty good rival into 2, like an alright rival and a kind of underbaked one. Now this is a lot of personal bias. I like Barry. I like Gen 4. It is no secret. I like the Sinnoh region. I like Sinnoh's characters. I like Barry because he is a cocky, hot-headed asshole at times. Like, he's not like a straight dick to the character, but like he's just one of those guys like, man, you're kind of obnoxious at times, but he's still your friend. Like, I think he's a good mix between the jerky rivals at the start and like the more friendly rivals you get later on. And it's like you see through the bakings, like he has that moment where he's like, man, I could be so much better. Like I failed Yuxi and all that kind of vibe. But I don't know. This personal bias. I like his design. I like him as a character. He's my S tier. Sharon and Bianca. These ones probably get influenced a bit by fucking the sequels because they show up there. I think Sharon, and Bianca, like I have them pretty tied. I like their characters. They're your childhood friends. They you're vibing with them the whole time, and like you just keep running into them, and like they feel like two complete distinct characters that aren't hampered by the other one's existence. Like the fact that there's two doesn't take away from either of them. And so it's just like it's fun. You run into them now and then. Not as much as you would a single rival, but they're bouncing back and forth and like they're usually showing up and they're all about like supporting you, but like also trying to push you further. And Bianca has like her old like Sharon is the one like he's like really pushing you. And then with Bianca, like you're the rival to Bianca in that kind of situation, which I think is a fun little situation there. N, I like N as a character. I really do. I don't think I like him as a rival necessarily. Like I don't know like how much I see him as a rival as opposed to just like the main bad guy. Like I see him more as like Cyrus kind of vibe. But you do battle him a lot. And it's like Gen 5 just has really good writing. And so they have really good designs, really good character. I like motivations. They're thought out, they're fleshed out. And then, you know, we get to Hugh and Hugh's like I really don't like Hugh. His character's is more like his motivation is just like I gotta get my sister's stolen purloin back. And it's like that's cool, but it's like when you're my main rival in the series or like in the game, it's kind of annoying just hearing you go on and on about it. And so that's just kind of the vibe. I'm not big on Hugh. It's also like the whiplash of coming from these three down to Hugh, and it's like ooh, what happened there? What happened there? All right, I'm just actually I like Tierno. Your group of friends from Gen 6, you know, I'll just throw Brendan beside me because I did with Cal and Serena. They're your friends. Look, you're all friends and good friend. They're so boring. There's there's four of the fuckers, and they just like so like Calm / Serena, those are your main rival, and then like Shauna, she's like a secondary rival, and then like Trevor, you fight once I think, because he's mostly like, oh, we're going to just battle by determining who has more Pokedex entries. And Tierno just wants to dance, which I respect. Tierno, you know, he's just kind of there for the vibes, and I respect that. God, I really can't think of anything of note that your main rival or Shauna does throughout the entire fucking game. Like, I think you watch fireworks with Shauna after getting the Furfrou. But besides that, it's like they don't really do fucking anything. Kind of annoying. It's like they tried to replicate what they had with Sharon and Bianca here, and they just like expanded it too much, and it's like, uh-oh, we tiered it a little thin. But it is what it is. All right, now we have Hao. I think Hao is here. No, I'm gonna put Hao here. He's not a bad rival. He's just kind of like too nice, you know? He's like too carefree and kind of vibe. But I don't know, I vibe with him. I think he's an alright guy. I don't hate him. But like he could go into more, you know? He doesn't really go through much of an arc, I don't think. I mean, he's the son of the Kahuna, but I don't know, it just feels like untapped potential. Gladion, it's weird. I think he's up slightly above Hao because he's like kind of like better in the rival aspect, but like he really doesn't do much. You kind of find him a few times. I mean, he has the Type Null stuff going on, which is cool, and I like. He does have a nice relation to like the overarching story that gives him some brownie points. But I feel like as a rival, you know, he could be more, which I've said for a lot at this point, I think. Which is, it's just like the general vibe of everything. It's like they need to take the one extra step. And we'll see that very soon. Trace is like blue, but absolute dog shit. Now we have, ooh, the Galar, folks. Hop? Hop is like How, but done better. He has like that semi like depression arc going on, and you know he's like trying out new things, and he's like having the identity crisis of being like the champion's younger brother, but trying to live up to that, but trying to find himself. And it's hard because his rival time is shared with Marnie and Bede. I do not like Bede at all. He's just a smarky little dickhead. Marnie kind of has like similar vibes to Galadian there, but they had 3 good character thought points there, where it's like I said, Hop, and he's trying to live up to the levels of his older brother, and Marnie dealing with like the toxic relationships with the people from her hometown and trying to like be her own thing while also like dealing with like her brother being a gym leader, and Bede living up to the expectations of the chairman and all that. And they have good bases, and because there's 3 of them and the Sword and Shield story is quite dog shit, they don't really do anything with all of it. These characters could be so much more if they invested more into the story, but unfortunately they are all just super underbaked and not really, they don't have enough to really grab you on. Hop has the most going on, but like they've proved that they can do it before with Cher and Bianca. They can balance, or and two, I guess. Like they can balance the multiple rivals. They just haven't. All right, we have Clara and Avery. I could put them separate. They are the same fucking character at heart, and I think I like them less than Hugh. They're just kind of like haha funny kind of rivals for the first DLC, and like they're there for like such a small amount of time, and it's just like they're kind of just an asshole to you, but like not in a fun way. They're just annoying and stuck up. I don't like their vibes. Their designs are a bit over the top for me, and I don't know, it's just kind of like, fuck these guys again whenever I have to replay the DLC. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say on them. Nemona, I want to say she's S tier. She reminds me a lot of Barry, but she has this really like cool thing where like she's already a champion level trainer, and she just wants someone who can like actually give her a challenge, and she finds that in the player. And so like she starts a new team, and like it's a balance, and you know she's like having fun again and all that kind of vibe. I like how her story is set up. But yeah, this just comes from how Gen 9 has really good character setup. They do a lot of good, like the character and story in those games are really nice. They are really well done, especially after the past few games we've had. But you know, a real actual highlight of what's been going on. Just the characters. They're like, yeah, we locked the fuck in for once, and it's like, oh sweet, can you do that more? And can you do that for other things than just the story? And we'll see. Yeah, all right. This looks about right. Yeah, I'm cool with this. This isn't anything super serious, as usual. These are just my opinions on the exact minute that I do this. I just wanted another video to pop out to say I haven't missed a weekend. It's been 8 months or so since I've missed a weekend upload, so we're just keeping the trend going. And yeah, all right. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this list. I don't think I'd change anything. Maybe lower. Nah, I think it's good. All right. To anyone who popped in, thank you so much for watching. As usual, if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe. It truly does help with the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how cracked, goated my opinions are, or how absolutely dog shit you think they are. And I think that's about it. This has been MigVlast99, and I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have yourselves a goddamn good one.